So the other day, right? Let me just give a backdrop. So the other day, I'm in the gym. You know what I mean? And I'm listening to music and or looking for music to play, and something just hits my head. Play some Snoop. All right, so I'm gonna go to doggy style. I listen to the whole album, and if you know how Spotify works, once you get to the end of an album, it starts playing songs at random, like similar to that artist, right? So I go through doggy style, boom, boom, boom. Murder was a case, all right, boom. But not thinking about it, right? Murder was a case pops on. Then after it goes off, the next song it goes into is dun 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 dun
See
dun.
murder.
Fuck them other niggas, cause I'm down for my niggas. Fuck them up, right? And it goes into that song, and I'm like, hold on. See Murder, Snoop, hold on. Both these dudes, they're both rappers that caught murder charges. It worked out for Snoop. He was acquitted. It didn't work out so well for C Murder. And it made me think like, so the stuff going on right now with Lil Durk, while it's very shocking to see somebody with like 4 Grammy nominations, like 1 Grammy win, making millions of dollars, sold millions of records at close to the height of his career. You know what I mean? Like I think he's kind of where he's been for the past couple years. It's crazy for us to see a whole murder for hire plot played out on the internet in front of our eyes, and I think it's a little more salacious, I guess, for this generation and for the times now, because a lot of times these crimes are solved online in front of our very eyes before FBI or anybody else gets involved. You got people on Reddit, you got Reddit groups like Chiracology or something like that, where people break down these whole crimes. You saw like with the Young Dolph situation, people broke down the whole crime. But the bigger point is, this isn't even the first time. It might seem wild, but like there is a lot of rappers, and it made me go look at a list of like how many rappers have been charged with murder or attempted murder or convicted or acquitted of murder, and it's quite a few. Actually, it's quite a few. So let me see
You-
if I can pull this up for you guys. I'm gonna just rush through it because like we don't want to glorify that type of stuff here at Out the
Yeah,
Frame.
this is not the point of it to glorify. We just pretty much bringing it to attention because I think a lot of times our memory may fail us and we get caught up in what's going on now as if it's never happened before. And that's not to say we wanted to keep happening again. I'm in a
So
way, I'm kind of not I'm never glad that someone is getting time or even murdered somebody, but I'm kind of glad that this shit is like it seems as if it's gonna it has to come to a head. It has to be some type of resolution to it. And unfortunately, it seems like it has to get a lot worse before it gets better. Cause we are looking at people need to start making some changes. And it has to, it's gonna have to start with us. And maybe it's forcing our hand to, take some inventory and say some things gotta change. But go ahead, DP.
all right, and that's a good point that you made. So I want to get back to that. Is things coming to a head in rap and hip hop? So remember that we're gonna get back to it because I'm gonna just run down some of this list for you guys because some of this you may or you may not know. But the first case of that we have in like hip hop history or rap history known is Cool C, rapper out of Philly. That goes back to 1989. He was convicted for first degree murder for the fatal shooting of a police officer in a bank robbery. So, and keep in mind, I guess rappers weren't getting to and that's another thing too, because rappers were not making and did not have the opportunities
Hell no,
that they
not back
have
then.
today. That's
Not
for
back
sure.
then.
Definitely not in the 80s. But then jump to the 90s, you got Snoop, 93, Tupac in 93, which a lot of people don't know, but Tupac actually was charged with assault and attempted murder after he shot, actually shot, not shot at, but shot 2 off-duty police officers in Atlanta. People don't try to give. People say Pac was just an actor, or you see him at school in Baltimore and he's talking a certain way, and he wasn't with it. But he shot 2 off-duty police officers in Atlanta because they were picking on somebody
Right.
and doing some stuff they weren't supposed to do. He was actually standing up for somebody. Beat the
What do you
charge
say?
though; it was dropped.
What do you say? Open fire on them bust ass bitches. Awkward.
You got C Murder, which we just mentioned. That was 1999. He's still in. Beanie Siegel, 2003, I think he beat his. You got Gucci Man, 2005, and the infamous,
Jeezy beef.
feud that was going on between, I don't got to rehash that, but we saw how that even made full circle over the pandemic with the
doing the verses, yeah.
with the verses.
Yep.
You got G Dep from 2007. Is he actually? That's when he told on himself his murder. He
turned himself in.
Yeah, in 2010.
He actually got away with this shit. That's the thing that's kind of crazy about it, but you don't really get away with shit like that.
They call it a bad boy curse.
Yeah, that's the flip side of that shit. Real quick, DP. That's the flip side that a lot of people don't understand is that you could do something to get away with it, but that shit already is always in here and always in here. So you got to realize people be living with the damage they do out here. You know what I mean? So sometimes the trauma is self-inflicted. Just saying.
You think you got away, but you didn't get away. You know what I mean? It ain't Adam enough that after a successful
career,
relatively successful career, he told on himself. It wasn't no snitch. He got away. It was a crime from 1993, and here it is. What 17 years later, he's just like, man, take me in. This is what I did. I need to pay my debt to society. And that's wild. That's
but it's commendable in a way, but a lot of people.
It is commendable, but it's not. A lot of people
not doing
I'm not gonna do it that way. Like if it's me and it's something, I would try to find a way to pay my debt to that family and to the people I've wronged. Me going to prison
you gonna be anonymous with yours,
them. Huh?
You gonna do your shit anonymously, huh?
I mean, something. I mean, I figure it out, but
you write a check and like, just get it to the people.
Yeah, me going to prison, like G Dep going to prison doesn't bring anybody back, and it's not going to help that family. It's really for his atonement. So when you think about it, that's how much it's weighing on his brain and on his soul that he did it for himself. He really didn't do it for the family. He did it for his own atonement, to forgive himself.
Good point.
And next up, we got Remy Ma in 2007.
Damn, I almost forgot about that. But didn't forget she went to jail. Murder. Didn't forget she went to jail, but forgot what the fuck reason why. Okay.
Yeah, she did 6 years. You got Lil Boosie was on death row for a while.
Man, she was a nigga in her relationship, huh?
Why you say that?
No.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying she the one catching bodies and shit, going to jail, cheating and shit.
Oh man, you said Papoose was holding down the household, and she was the one.
And Papoose gonna fuck you up, man. Why you bring that man's name up?
Yeah. You brought his name up. You the one that
I ain't say his name. I ain't say his name.
Play back the tape and see what you didn't say his name, but you referred to it, man. You just scared that nigga's gonna do an alphabet rap on you or something.
That nigga gonna bust a freestyle on your ass, nigga.
I don't play with dumb podcasters who don't. I'm fucking with you. I ain't going there. But back to the list, you got Lil Boosie, NBA young boy. What's up with New Orleans, bro? In Louisiana.
They get busy down there.
Melly, Tay K in 2019, the Baby in 2019. There was also, I skipped a couple, Chiali, Slick Rick in the 90s, and which leads us to Hurricane Chris 2020. So there was quite a few. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think you get that in any other music genre.
Man, you definitely don't.